Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel video. In this channel you'll learn English story. If you watch the video, please subscribe, like and share my YouTube channel video. Story. Before it's too late, hug your mother. The room was quiet except for the slow ticking of the old wall clock. Each second echoed like a reminder that time never stops, no matter how much we beg it to slow down. Adam sat beside the window, his elbows resting on his knees, his hands shaking slightly. His eyes were fixed on his mother, who lay peacefully on the bed, her breathing soft and uneven. She looked smaller than he remembered. Fragile. Time had gently taken its toll on her, carving fine lines across her face, lines that told stories of sacrifice, patience, and love. Love that never asked for anything in return. Adam swallowed hard. His chest felt tight, heavy with emotions he had ignored for years. He remembered when she used to sit on that same bed, waiting for him late at night. No matter how tired she was, she never slept until she heard the sound of the door opening. He used to find her sitting quietly, pretending to read or pray, but he knew she was waiting. Always waiting. "Why don't you sleep?" he once asked impatiently. She smiled softly. A mother's heart doesn't rest until her child is home. Back then, he didn't understand. Or perhaps he didn't want to. Life had moved fast. Education, career, responsibilities, pride. Adam believed he had plenty of time. Time to say thank you. Time to hug her. Time to sit and listen to her stories that repeated themselves again and again. Time to notice the silent tears she wiped away when he left without a goodbye. She never complained. His mother, Amina, was the kind of woman whose love was quiet but endless. She woke before dawn to pray for her children. She ate less so they could eat more. She wore old clothes so they could have new ones. And when life hurt her, she kept smiling, because a mother's pain often lives behind closed lips. Adam had been a difficult child. Stubborn, angry, ambitious. He wanted more from life and believed home was holding him back. He didn't see that home was the reason he could dream so freely. There were nights when she waited for him with food growing cold on the table. Nights when he didn't call. Nights when she cried silently, whispering prayers instead of complaints. And yet, when he came home, she smiled as if nothing had happened. "Eat. You must be tired," she would say. Years passed. Adam moved to another city. Phone calls became shorter. Visits became rare. Love was replaced by routine. He told himself he was busy. He told himself she understood. But love doesn't need understanding. It needs presence. The call came on a rainy evening. "Your mother is not well," the voice said gently. Adam rushed back, his heart racing faster than his car. Fear crept into his thoughts, fear he had never allowed himself to feel before. When he reached the hospital, he saw her lying there, surrounded by machines. For the first time in his life, he felt truly small. He held her hand. It was warm, but weak. "Ami," his voice broke. Her eyes slowly opened. Even then, she smiled. "You came," she whispered. That simple sentence shattered him. Of course he came. Why wouldn't he? And yet, deep down, he knew how long it had taken him to come back, not just to the hospital, but to her heart. Now, days later, she was home. Doctors had said little. Some things didn't need words. Adam leaned forward and gently wrapped his arms around her, careful not to hurt her fragile body. He buried his face against her shoulder, and tears finally escaped. He cried like a child who had lost his way. "I'm sorry," he whispered again and again. "I'm so sorry." She lifted her trembling hand and placed it on his head, the same way she used to when he was little. "Don't cry," she murmured. "A mother's heart doesn't keep accounts." Those words hurt more than any accusation ever could. He remembered how she used to wait in silence, loving without limits, forgiving without words. He remembered the empty chair at the dining table when he didn't come home. The unanswered questions she never asked. The sacrifices she never mentioned. He had taken her love for granted because it was always there. But now, fear sat beside him, whispering a truth he didn't want to hear. One day, her chair would be empty. One day, her voice would live only in memory. Adam stayed by her side day and night. He fed her, talked to her, listened to her stories, every single one, even the ones he had heard 100 times. This time, he listened with his heart. She spoke of his childhood, of his first steps, of the nights she stayed awake when he had a fever, praying for his pain to pass on to her instead. "I used to fear the world wouldn't be kind to you," she said softly. That fear never left. He held her tighter. "I was never unkind because of you," he said. "I was strong because of you." A faint smile touched her lips. One evening, as the sun painted the room in gold, she looked at him for a long time. "Promise me something," she said. "Anything. Don't wait to love. Hug people while you can. Say the words before it's too late." His throat tightened. He nodded. That night, she slept peacefully, her breathing calm. Adam sat beside her, watching her chest rise and fall. For the first time in years, he wasn't thinking about tomorrow. He was thinking about now. Because tomorrow is never promised. Before dawn, her breathing slowed. Adam felt it before he saw it. Panic rushed through him. "Ami," he whispered. She didn't respond. He hugged her tightly, his tears falling onto her still face. But even in that moment of loss, there was warmth in his heart. Regret existed, yes, but so did gratitude. He had hugged her. He had said the words. He had come back. And as he held her, he realized something important. A mother's love doesn't end with her last breath. It lives in who we become. Days later, Adam stood in the same room, now silent and empty. Her chair sat by the window. He touched it gently and smiled through his tears. He would carry her lessons forward. He would love openly. He would forgive quickly. He would never wait to hug. Because some love is too precious to postpone. And some regrets last forever. So hug your mother today. Not tomorrow. Not later. Today.